3 effective ways to schedule your day so that you can be the most productive and accomplish your goals faster. I'm going to go over these ways with you today. This video, you are going to want a pen and a paper to write with. If you are listening to this in the shower, while you're driving, while you're cooking, while you're cleaning, save this video right now so you can come back to it later when you do have a pen and a paper, because you're gonna want to write. Writing is powerful. Remember, writing is powerful. Physically writing with pen and paper. So you are going to want to write these things down. So you can share it, but save this video so that you can come back to it when you do have a pen and paper. But I don't want this video to be too long, so let me set a timer. Hey Google, set a timer for 30 minutes.
All right, 30 minutes, starting now.
All right, so let's get into it. I am Joanna Nicole. I am a certified life coach. I focus on doing inner work and goal setting. That is what I love to do. That is what I'm passionate about. That is what I love teaching. Inner work and goal setting. So I attract the life that I live. Ooh, I said that wrong. I attract the life that I think I deserve. I attract the love that I think I deserve, and I help you do the same. And the way that you do that is by inner work and setting your goals. Okay? So let's jump right into it. We're going to go over 3 effective ways to schedule your day. I am erasing the board if you are listening to this, so please give me a moment. You had plenty of time to grab a pen and paper. So please get ready. 3 effective ways to schedule your day. It is important to schedule your day. We went over this in a different video. So before I even get into it, if you hear on this channel just for goal setting, please go to the playlist that is titled Goal Setting so that you can find all the goal setting videos and binge watch them. And so if you are driving, if you are in the shower and you can't save the video, please go to the playlist titled Goal Setting and this will be there. So 3 effective ways. First thing, pay attention. First thing we're going to do is write the day, hour by hour. No matter who you are, you have 24 hours in a day, okay? You can be Beyonce, you can be Elon Musk, you can be Donald Trump, you can be whoever you want to be. It doesn't matter. But everyone has 24 hours in a day. So let's write, and you should be writing this 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., all the way until you get to the next day. The next day starts at 12 a.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Give me a moment to write if you are just listening to this video, and I apologize. If you are watching this video and you are writing, then you should be writing exactly what you see me writing on the board, on your paper. All of the hours of the day, you can see I'm writing on a board. If you have a paper, you'll have more room. But of course, we have a 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Here, I'll write it. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Hopefully you're sleeping during those times. But 5 a.m., the reason I like to say start at 5 a.m. is because most people like to wake up at 5 a.m. If you wake up at 4 a.m., that's on you. You can start at 4 a.m. But start when you like to wake up If you wake up at 8 a.m., start at 8 a.m. If you wake up at 9 a.m., start your day at 9 a.m. But make sure you end it when the next day ends. So if you are still sleeping, you don't wake up to 9 a.m., right? So you are asleep all the way to 9 a.m. when you wake up. You have 4 hours or more that you are sleeping, resting. Rest is important. When you wake up, you're probably gonna maybe get dressed, you're gonna take a shower, you're gonna get, clean clothes on, brush your teeth, wash your face, and more. Hopefully eat breakfast also. I don't know how long it takes you to do that, but for me, if I am focused on doing those things, it can take me about an hour, hour and a half to actually wake up, get dressed, eat breakfast, start the day. Hour, hour and a half. Then 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., all the way down there. So some people get to work, right? And they're going to work for 8 hours. So if they get to work at 10, they don't get off until 7, right? So this is all work, and this is all work, and this is all work, and this is all work, okay? Boop, 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 until they get off, right? And then they get home, and they're getting ready for bed, and then they go back to sleep somewhere around here, right? But once you write this out, you can fill out your schedule for you, okay? But just imagine if it's 24 hours in a day, you can divide 24 by, let's say, 3. So there's an 8-hour morning, there is an 8-hour afternoon, and there is an 8-hour at night. Please have this on your paper so you can visually see and visually understand what's going to be best for you. You are smart. You can figure out how your life can flow effortlessly once you see hour by hour where you have time to place your goals. Okay? Once you see that visually, you see 5 a.m. all the way to 12 a.m. the next day. And you say, hey, if I wake up at 5 a.m., 6, 7, 8, I can get to work by 9, right? And then plan your day. Now, when I am saying this from a place of, I have been a 9-to-5 person. I have been an entrepreneur. And so I have both mindsets, but technically you can accomplish your goals while still working a 9-to-5 job, while still going to school, while still being a mother and an entrepreneur. You can accomplish your goals while still doing all of those things, but what you need to do is you need to have a schedule, and you need to stick to the schedule and hold yourself accountable and have self-discipline and actually adhere to the schedule. So the first effective way to plan your day is, see what I wrote? I wonder if that is what I'm going with. Yes, it is. So we're going to call this Start Big, End Big. Start big and end big. What this really means is that when you start your day, you're going at it. You're being productive. You're getting things done. And then you may have some time in the middle of your day to do some not so big things. And so you do those things at that time. And then at the end of your day, you go hard again and you finish big. So that's pretty much it. I think that's self-explanatory. Start big and big. But what I want you to kind of see is, I got some different color markers here, so let me grab. I think I want blue and green. So green is going to be a block here. I wonder if y'all could see this. I'll check and see if y'all could see this in a minute. And then what green is going to mean is green is going to be most important. The things that are most important that you need to get done, you know what's most important for your goals, right? You know what's most important. And then blue okay, it's gonna be we'll call it medium to small task. Okay, medium to small. So that means it may be important, it may not be important, or it may just be a small thing that you can do in 10 minutes. Make that phone call, send that email, you know, something like that. Run an errand, right? Medium to small task. Most important task takes most of your effort and attention, and it gets the biggest thing out the way to accomplish your goal. So this is the big. This is the big. And you're going to start big. And you're going to end big. Medium. I dropped my marker. Medium to small. We just going to call this SMedium. Or I'm going to say SMED. SMedium task. Big task, medium task. I'm going to add a third box that will be self-care. Because that is important, okay? And self-care will be like showers, eating, exercise, reading, and more, right? That's where the self-care comes in. It's a smaller block, but pay attention. These are the most important medium self-care. So when you're scheduling your day, we're going to schedule it. I'm not going to write the hours out again, but you can use the hours that you wrote down as a visual for you. So we have the morning. Joe. Okay. We have the morning, we have the afternoon, and then we have at night, right? So, of course, in the morning, you're probably going to do a little bit of self-care, but then you're going to start your day big, and you're going to do something very productive so that you can get it out the way. This big part could be at least 4 to 5, 4, even 6 hours of getting something done, but no less than 2. No less than 2 hours. Okay? Now, you started your day big. We're going to start big and we're going to end big. So in the afternoon, you may take some self-care time. This self-care time, remember self-care is in black. So this is where your hours are. So you have, you know, the morning, what time you wake up. If you wake up at 5 a.m. and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Not 13, crazy. 1, 2, Okay, this is the time frame that you're looking at on your paper because you've written 5 a.m. all the way down to 12 a.m. The time you wake up to the time the day stops. So this is the morning, this is the noon, this is the night. We get a little self-care in here because we need lunch, right? Self-care is the black box. Get a little self-care in. You need lunch. Then you have about 2 to 3 hours of medium importance, small to medium task, right? Which is about 2, we'll say 2 to 3 hours. Emails, text messages, phone calls, running errands, cleaning, organizing, doing the medium things, right? Keeping your area clean, strategizing, planning, whatever you need to be doing is medium. Then when you end your day, you're going to end it. Well, you may need some more self-care in there if you're going to eat again. So we're going to do another black box of self-care for dinner. And then you're ending your day with, oh, that's blue. I thought that was green. Sorry. You're ending your day on another big. And that could be 2 to 4 hours, whatever schedule you have for yourself, okay? You know your schedule. You know if you go to school. You know if you have kids. You know if you have a husband. You know if you don't have a car. You know if you have roommates. You know what your schedule is like. So if you're using the start big and use big method to schedule your day, do what works best for you. If you know that you're going to bed every night at 10 p.m., you need to finish doing your big task at least by like 8. So that way you can wind down, you can take a shower, you can relax and prepare for the next day mentally, right? Take a breather, read a book, do some self-care before you go to sleep. If you know you start your day at 5 a.m., then you can start your big tasks sometimes at 8 a.m., right? And then you can finish your big task sometimes at 6 p.m. Because if you're up at 5 a.m., you know, your days can end a little bit earlier. And then that way you're like, hey, I can be in bed by 8 and do it all again tomorrow. So if you're using this strategy, plug in the time that works for you. But you're starting big and you're going to end big. The middle of your day can be for tasks and things that are not so important. The next thing, and I'm going to leave these green and black and blue boxes up for you guys to reference. So number 2, the second way you can schedule your day so that you can be productive and it's effective is the morning, noon, and night. Okay? Morning, noon, and night. This, oh my God, morning, noon, and night method. Morning, noon, and night method. Okay? The last 2, number 2 and 3 is the ones that I use all the time to stay productive. Okay? I love morning, noon, and night, and I love the third one, which I'm not going to tell y'all what the third one is yet, so stick around. But I love this one because I feel most productive and I'm rewarding myself for my productivity all throughout the day. And so I have just like a constant flow of reward and accomplishment. And I'm like, yes, 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 you're crushing it, right? So morning, noon, and night is what I really, really love to do. And let me show you how that is. So we break up your day. And again, you should have the hours to 24 hours written out. But you're going to break up your day, obviously, by morning, noon, and night. So we have morning. And then we have noon. And then we have night. But instead of focusing just on big tasks in the morning and at night, you actually do a mixture of all three every single time. So in the morning, you're going to do some self-care. Then you're going to do a big task or something that's very important. Then you are going to do something that is medium importance. Remember, morning, noon, and night usually is separated by about 6 to 8 hours each one. So 6, 6, 6, you're going to be asleep for the rest. Or, 5, 5, 5, you're asleep for the rest. But if you can kind of imagine, if you wake up at 6 a.m., right, your morning should be done by at least 11 a.m., 12 noon. So you can do your self-care, you can do one thing or two things that's very important, and then you can do something that is least important. And then you're going to rinse and repeat for noon. You're going to do something again, and this can just be taking a moment to eat your lunch, taking a moment to enjoy the weather, read a book, right? Self-care things. But you always do it in this order, okay? Remember to do it in this order. Don't do the blue before the green. Don't do the black before, do it in this order the entire time. So that way, all throughout, you get a little bit of, I like to call those reward moments. So I'll go back in with the, with a different color. This is how you're going to schedule your day. Sorry, I'm writing. If you're listening to this, bear with me. I will be talking again in a moment. If you are watching this, please use this as a guide to help you schedule your day effectively. Remember, I said I like this way. Sometimes I switch it up, okay? Because I'm a little ADHD sometimes. And like I said, I don't know. Oh, maybe I said that in a different video. I don't know. Sorry. But the way that I am is day to day, I feel different ways. Like I could feel very productive one day, and then tomorrow it's like I'm not feeling good. I don't have the energy. I may be going through a lot, in life. Which today, when I am recording this video, I am currently $350,000 in debt. And some days I wake up and it's weighing on me. It's heavy. And I'm like, God damn it. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. It's so many problems. I'm buried. I'm drowning. I'm overwhelmed. So on that day, instead of trying to push myself to be as productive as possible, right? I might try to do something like this. And something like this means I'm taking a small part of my day all throughout to do something that's big. So that way it's not like, hey, damn, you weren't able to take 4 hours, a full block of 4 hours to do something, so you're not productive. No, I don't need a full 4 hours consecutively or a full 6 hours consecutively of focusing on something big to feel productive. I could space it out, be productive in the morning, be productive in the noon, be productive at night, and still feel extremely accomplished. If that made sense to you, congrats. If it didn't make sense to you, sorry. I will try to explain it better, maybe in another video. But I grabbed the red marker because these will be your reward. This is what I do. I reward myself for accomplishing these big things, right? So if I'm having a hard day and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not feeling too well, it's okay. I do it. I push through. I try to do it for at least an hour. Okay, for at least an hour. And then I do something else that may be, just busy work. And then I reward myself with some downtime to reflect, to center myself, to realign, to reflect on my why, reflect on my purpose. I might take a deep breath. I might drink some water. I might touch a tree. I might read a book. Like I said, you have that time. It could be an hour to 2 hours of self-care moments to kind of reward yourself, especially if you're having a hard day, that you got those things done. Okay. So last one, let me make sure I did it. Oh, I love morning, noon, and night. I do this so much that, like I said, when I'm having a hard day, I'm like, okay, cool. Well, we doing morning, noon, and night today because you're having a hard day. And so we can go on to number 3. I'm going to leave these boxes here because that's just a reference. I am erasing the board, and then I'm going to write on the board. So if you are listening to this, again, give me a moment to erase and to rewrite, okay? Before we go into the last and final way, if you love content like this, and you love accomplishing your goals and getting tips and tricks to help you accomplish your goals, subscribe to the channel. Also, I have a lot of things on my channel. This is my channel so I can be myself and find my people who are like me. And so I love to eat. I love to do mom things. I do cooking. I do relationship advice and inner work. So if you're like, hey, that's all fine and dandy, but I'm really just here on this channel for the goal setting, please go to my playlist on the channel. And that playlist is titled Goal Setting. Okay? And when you go to that playlist, you're going to find all of the videos that are focused on goals, how to write your goals, how to accomplish your goals, how to stop procrastinating, how to schedule your day so that you accomplish your goals, and so much more, okay? But you can binge watch it on the playlist titled Goal Setting. So let's go into number 3. I also love number 3 because this is my daily go-to when scheduling my day. This is how I do it every single day. When I'm having a hard day, I do number 2. Let me set these markers down. When I'm having a hard day, I focus on number 2 so I can have, spurts of productivity. But every single day I use number 3. And number 3 is called the 3 key areas. How do you spell areas? A-R-E-A-S. 3 key areas. The key areas are the parts of your life that you're most focused on at this point in your life. Let me drink some water. So for example, right now, as I am making this video, the 3 key areas that I am most focused on, and it changes as life goes on. But for right now, I am most focused on my personal goals. I am most focused on my career goals. And I am most focused on my parenting goals. Okay? So those 3 things, those key areas, are the things that I am most focused on to help me be happy and fulfilled at this time, okay? You can choose the 3 key areas that you want to focus on. So if right now you are more focused on your finances, your career, in your relationship with your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or the community, whatever relationship it is, your friends, if those three things are the most important to you, then you are going to focus on those three key areas, okay? That's just how you're going to schedule your day so that you can know that you're accomplishing everything that you want to accomplish. So let me change out these three really quick because we're not focusing on big, medium, and small anymore. We're focusing on three key areas. So my key areas right now, like I said, I am focusing on personal. That's not how you spell personal. And I am focusing on my career. And I am focusing on my parenting, which is my kids at this time. That is my main focus, okay? So, my timer just went on. Thank you, Google. Hey, Google. Thank you. Okay. So, no matter what, we got 24 hours in a day. So, morning, noon, and night is never going to change. That's just going to be what it is because you can't change the 24-hour frame. If you're living in this reality, if you're living in this world and you're of this realm right now, we are living in 24 hours a day, okay? And that includes morning, noon, and night. So this isn't going to change. The time is the time. Wake up at 5 a.m., you wake up at 5 a.m. You're never going to wake up and it'll be 38 a.m. It's always going to be the time. So for example, you're going to plug in these key areas either in the morning, either at night, or at noon, or at night. So you're going to plug in personal, you're going to plug in career, and plug in kids. Either you're focusing on it in the morning, you're focusing on it in the afternoon, or you're focusing on it at night. If you're focusing on the three key areas, this is what your schedule will look like. You will have a block in the morning for one key area. You will have a block in the afternoon for another key area, and then you will have a block at night for another key area. And you're never focusing on more than one thing at a time during that block of time. And actually, this is called time blocking, which I believe I also got from Brian Tracy in one of his books. I've read a lot of his books, so I don't remember exactly which book I got it from. It might have been his time management book. But this is called time blocking. And you're just blocking out certain points and times of your day to focus on your key areas, okay? So if you're like, in the morning, I'm focusing on my personal. So that means you're at the gym, you're reading, you're journaling, you're setting your goals, you're planning out your day, you are strategizing, getting prepared for down here. And then you're like, hey, around 11 a.m., 10 a.m., or 12, or after lunch, I'm going to be focusing on my career. And then once I pick the kids up at night, we're going to do our night routine. We're going to do a game night. We're going to read. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to watch a movie, watch a TV together, bake a cake, cook together. Whatever time you're going to spend with your kids, you're like, hey, I'm doing that around 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I'm spending that time with my kids. I'm focusing on homework. I'm focusing on all the things with my family. This is usually my go-to every single day. I love this way of scheduling your day because to me, it feels most productive because I'm focusing on the key areas that I feel help me fulfill my life, and I'm giving enough time to them where I'm fulfilled. And I can reflect at the end of the night. I just sit back at the end of the night and I am in bed and I'm thinking like, you know what? I did that this morning. Great. I did that in the afternoon. Great. And at the end of the night, I spent time with my family, made some memories, and I am fulfilled. And this is the way that I get shit done. Okay. And I love this because I literally stop my phone Like, for example, my phone is on do not disturb and in rest mode, sleep mode. No one can bother me until 9 a.m. Your calls won't go through, the texts won't go through, emails won't go through, because I'm doing me. I'm focusing on myself. And you could do the same for these. You know, if you're like focused on work and you need no distractions, turn your phone off or put it on do not disturb, put it in sleep mode, whatever you need to do so that you can focus on those key areas. And you can communicate with people too and be like, hey, during this time of the day, I'm actually focused on that and I cannot answer your calls or your texts, so I'm sorry. You will have to wait until the night, or you would have to wait until the morning. Sorry, this video got cut short, but before you go, please subscribe to the channel. If you are interested in growing, accomplishing your goals faster, please go to the playlist titled Goal Setting, and you can binge watch all of my goal setting videos, and you will learn so much. Also, so sorry this video got messed up at the end, but please subscribe to the channel so that you can continue to set your goals and accomplish them faster. Also, click the link in the description to join the 21-day challenge so that you can join a community that helps you accomplish your goals faster. Please continue to attract the life you deserve to live and stay